It's Ray Hudgens, and I'm back with another episode of Today's Tip. Today's tip: adapt to change. Change is inevitable. No matter what you're doing, change is going to happen. Change is just a natural part of life. If you do anything for a long enough period, it will cause your mind, body, soul, and spirit to go through a change. Go through a change that you're going to have to adapt to. The question is, how are you going to make that change? How are you going to adapt? Are you going to adapt smoothly and everything's going to go along gracefully? Or is it going to cause you to cave in and be somebody you don't even want to be? That's the question you have to answer. Okay, how am I going to adapt? What is my adapt going to do to me? What change is going to come to me? How am I going to make it through this change? Let's talk about something that just happened. I think it was April 23rd. It lasted through the 25th. It was the NFL draft. Those young men, their life has changed. See, a lot of people think it just changed on an income level. Oh, now they have a lot of money. Now they can do what they want to. True, that did happen. You're right. But let's look at another change that happened to those young men. They signed a contract to play in the NFL. National Football League, signed on the line. You know what that means? Every day they wake up, knowing they have to go on that field, they know their life is on the line. Not only now I'm not saying their life like they can die, which that could happen, but their livelihood is on the line every day. The place they live is on the line every single day. You look and you go, oh, he got drafted number one. He's going to be in the number one spot all the time. No. He knows every day his life is on the line. And just like they had a draft this year, they're going to have a draft next year. Somebody's going to be looking to take his spot every day he steps on that field, be it another player or be it a coach. Somebody is looking to replace him every single day. That's how his life changed. Okay. Now, in going through this change, you're going to have to learn how to adapt. How do I adapt to this change? What am I going to do? The first step, you just have to find peace, acceptance. You're just going to have to get at peace with, hey, this change, it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. The change has came and knocked on my door, or I knocked on the door saying I was willing to change. I was willing to adapt. The question is now, I'm ready. I got to accept it. It's here. The change is here. The next step you have to do, you're going to have to accept the fact that it's not going to be stable. See, when you play football, when a football player's in college, he knows, I'm here. I'm the big dog on campus. Most of those guys that got drafted, if they would have got hurt in college, they knew. Soon as I get well, my spot is back. I'll be back, starting again. Everything will go back to normal. I'll be all right. Yeah, you was the big dog. Everybody looked after you. Now, you the stray. You're not even a little dog. You a stray. Why? Because you just signed a rookie contract. You're not solidified in the league. You hadn't played one game in the NFL. Everything looked good in college. You with the big dogs now. Accept the fact that it's not going to be stable. Some days it's going to be good. Some days it's going to be bad. Some days you're going to think you played great, but the other people behind you are going to be like, nah, he ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. Just accept that fact it's going to be unstable. After you accept the fact that it's going to be unstable, just face the fear of this situation. Everyone knows you're scared. You don't have to hide it. Even in your job, let's say you have a job, a 9 to 5, you're not in the NFL. People realize you're afraid. You just got your job as the supervisor. Management knows you're afraid. Management knows you're nervous. But face it, accept it. Accept it. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm scared. But I'm going to face this challenge. I'm bigger than this challenge. I'm bigger than this change. I know how to adapt. Just accept that. After you've accepted that and you face that fear, go ahead and find humor in it. Hey, I'm going to have fun learning a new job. I'm going to have fun being a supervisor. I'm going to have fun facing injury. It's going to be fun to play a game. It's a game that I get paid for. It's going to be so much fun that the injury is just, I'm not even going to worry about that because I'm having so much fun. Just find the humor in it. Find the humor. Yes, they just gave me the supervisor job. I really don't know the ins and outs of this, but I'm going to have fun learning it. Right? This is going to be fun. This is going to be something new for me to adapt to and make some great changes. I'm going to get through this. It's going to be fun. Find the humor in it. Now, once you find the humor in it, you know problems are coming with a change. When you're adapting to something, it's a change coming. That means there's problems coming along with that. All right? But when problems come, we can't talk about your feelings. Your feelings really don't matter much. When we're dealing with adapting to a change, your feelings are irrelevant. You can feel however you want to feel. But if you get hurt, don't nobody care about your feelings. You have one or two things. You can go get healthy and come back, or you can sit over there and cry, and we'll find somebody else to do this job. Those are the only two situations you have. When problems arise on that job being a supervisor, you can either fix the problem with this employee that you're having conflict with, find a resolution, find a way to talk this out and improve the situation, or we'll find somebody else to do the job. Right? But those are your only two options. You're going to talk about the problem. You can say, oh, I feel this type of way. This is my friend. I don't want to do X, Y, Z. I don't want to write them up because I've learned to like them as a friend. I know their kids. I know them. I like them. Don't nobody care about your feelings. We got a problem we need to fix. Okay? You can feel bad about being hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm... Okay. Feel bad. Come cry and complain. Oh, y'all should keep me on the team because I did this. I played hard while I was here. Keep me. No. Don't nobody care about your feelings. We got to find a solution to the problem. It's a problem. Let's deal with it. We do not want to talk about your feelings. We want to talk about the problem and how we can fix it. That's the issue. Forget your feelings. Forget your feelings. Deal with the problem. Fix that. Now, this is the deal. After you've done those steps and you dealing with this problem, you're going to deal with it. You're going to forget your feelings. You got one or two choices. Again, this thing boils down to choices. It's always a choice. You can make this change that you have to adapt to, make you a better person or a bitter person. That's better or bitter, because nothing stays the same. It's always changing. It's either evolving, getting better, or it's getting worse. And nobody wants to be part of a losing situation or something that's getting worse. So you're going to have to find a way for it to get better. We're talking about NFL. Let me go to a guy that I thought was the original beast mode. One of the best to play the game. To me, running back. One of the best running backs in the game. No, he never won the Super Bowl, but he was one of the best. Adrian Peterson. 2011 in December, the beast, this man, this running back, this myth, great athlete, hurts his left knee. Not only does he tear his ACL, he tears his MCL. Both in the same knee. Same knee. Most people look at that and go, career's over. Matter of fact, it ends most careers, or it used to. Back then, it would end most careers. A torn ACL and MCL in the same knee, yeah, it's a wrap. You're done. Adrian looked at that. He says, we got a problem. It's torn, both of them. I have to fix this for me to get back on that field. I have to fix this knee to get back on that field. He could have gotten his feelings and felt sorry for himself. He could have gotten his feelings and cried. He could have accepted the route that, hey, your career is over with, and just caved it in, retired, and been done with it. And most people would have accepted that. Not most, everyone would have accepted that, because that's Adrian Peterson. He's been a great running back for a long time. If he wants to retire because of a hurt knee, let him. We're not going to say anything. But what did Adrian do? He went to work. He worked on that knee. He went through the training in the gym, running, bending that knee, exercising that knee, getting that strength up in that knee, using ice on that knee, putting heat on that knee. Yeah, there were days he didn't want to do it, but he was allowing this to make him a better running back. And through all the training and everything that he did not come back just as Adrian Peterson. He did not come back as a running back worse than when he left. He didn't just come back and fit in. No, he didn't do that. He came in and did beast mode. In less than 1 year, the start of the new season, this cat was back on the field. 2012, crushed it, dominated. Nobody did what he did that year on that football field. That man had over 2,000 yards in 1 year after an injury of an ACL and an MCL. Most people would in their career, they were tired. They would be done. Not him. He came back a better person. The question is, what are you going to do? It's a change coming your way. Matter of fact, it's one that's knocking on that door right now. We're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to adapt. Y'all know what it is. I don't have to go into detail. It's COVID-19, social distancing. You're going to have to adapt. You may have to find a new job. That may happen. Right? Your living arrangements may change. The way you handle business is going to change. You're going to have to adapt. How are you going to adapt? You're going to use these 6 steps. The first one is you're going to accept the fact, ain't nothing I can do about this. The change is here. It's knocked on my door. I'm fixed to attack it. After it come to my door and I know that's what I got to do, it's not going to be stable. I'm not going to even feel bad about things going up and down like the school is. One day we're going to open in 2 weeks. The next time we get on the news, we're going to keep it closed for another 30 days. We're not opening until another 30 days. Then it got to a point to where school's not going to open up. It's unstable. We don't know what to do. We're going to figure it out. That's what it is. It's supposed to be unstable. But we're going to accept the fact it's unstable. That's step 2. Step 3, face the fear. Something you've never done. You never played in the NFL. Your life hasn't been on the line at this level every day with this much at stake. Huh? It hasn't been there. Face that fear. It is what it is. We're going to attack it. Step 4, find humor in it. I know some of y'all, when they said school wasn't opening back up, I know some of y'all was like, I don't know how I'm going to teach these kids this math. I don't know what I'm going to do. But they're going to have to get it. They're going to have to get this lesson, right? But you're going to find humor in it, right? Step 5, we're going to talk about the problem so we can get to the solution is. And when I'm talking about problems, guys, I want you to get this one. When you have a situation that come up and you have to adapt and you get to that level where you're talking about the problem and you're looking for a solution, you have to use the worst case scenario to come up with the best solution for you long term. Worst case scenario to give you the best solution. The worst case scenario, when they told us 2 weeks, we should have all been thinking, what if the school does not open back up? What are we going to do? The government had a contingency plan if it didn't open back up. The school system had a contingency plan if it didn't open back up. They had one, and I guarantee you, Adrian Peterson had one if he couldn't play football again. If he didn't have one, the Minnesota Vikings had a contingency plan if he could make it back on that field. You have to use worst case scenarios to come up with the best solution to a problem, not worst case scenario for your feelings. Forget your feelings. We're only dealing with the problem. And the last one is when we're adapting to a change, we're going to allow it to make us a better person. Okay? Be a better person through this change. I love you. Everything you need to be great is inside of you. And I will see you again next week for another episode of Today's Tip.